Hello, welcome back to this week's episode. And wait, I think I'm ready now. So, I actually shot a part of this episode yesterday and it was a mess. I was a mess. It was so bad I couldn't complete it because my brain was not braining and I was so tired, I was so frustrated. And I've been petulant for days now, so I used words that did not exist and I forgot the words that did exist. So I'm doing it again now, and also I'm running on 3 hours of sleep today. So please bear with me. I just don't know. I'm going to look like a freak. The other day I was with someone. We were there for work, and he was showing me some of his work, some of his previous work, and his clients, and some of them were women. So I was like, oh my god, they're so pretty because they were extremely pretty, and like I kept complimenting them, and I came back home. That whole conversation kept replaying in my head, and I realized, like, I do not want to sound pompous, but I was so proud of myself. I was like, oh my god, I'm the kind of woman who uplifts other women. I mean, that's how everyone should be. I felt so mature about myself, and that very moment, my self sabotaging brain jumps right in and plays this highlight reel of all the moments I've been jealous of girls for absolutely petty reasons. And then I was in my bed thinking about it, and I realized that I was jealous of this girl because she was prettier than me. Yeah. Then there was this girl who was smarter than me, who used to score grade marks, and I was jealous of her. And then I realized there have been so many girls I have been jealous of for absolutely no reason or absolutely petty reasons. And I'm 22, so there have been a lot of victims of my jealousy. Okay, one time there was this girl, there was this guy I had a huge crush on. He was my first crush. I thought I'm gonna marry him, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, he had a crush on another girl. And the guy knew that I liked him. He asked me to set both of them up. Now, just try to understand my plight. I was like, A, I was extremely angry. B, I was extremely filled with hatred. Then I decided to, I thought, let's do one thing. I'll pretend that I'm trying to set him up with the girl, and in that process, he'll fall for me. And anyway, that girl was dating somebody, so I was like, the field is clear. And so I went to that girl thinking that she's with somebody, so obviously it's not gonna work. So I asked her, what if a great, handsome man comes to you and asks you out? What would you do? Will you be okay with it? She said yes. Why not? I was like, huh? What? Okay, we're not gonna judge her answer because that's for another episode. I was so mad at that girl. Then there was this girl. This is another story, okay? There was this girl who was in my class. She was extremely pretty. She was prettier than me. And everybody in our class was all about her. They kept telling me that she's so pretty and la 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 la. And I'm like, I know she's pretty, but why are you telling me? I know she's pretty. And one day I was stalking her like a psycho, and I realized, oh, she is pretty. And I always knew she was pretty, but it was just my mind that could not take it. And then I realized, we humans, I don't want to talk for humans, I'll just speak for myself. Jealousy is such a common human emotion. It is one of the most common human emotions, but nobody is ready to accept it. It's literally like sadness, happiness, excitement, nervousness, anger. It's on the human emotion list. So whenever someone accepts that they have been jealous, I don't know, there's some bitterness and negativity attached to it. People react as if that person has confessed a crime. And that's even sad because it doesn't make you a bad person, it just makes you human. And when someone says, I have never been jealous, that person is lying. You should know that person is lying. You should never have a second thought about that person because that person is a liar. Run. I mean, if someone says that I've never been jealous, A, they are lying, as I said earlier. B, they are emotionally disconnected. I mean, that's even worse actually, because only a completely emotionally disconnected person wouldn't feel jealousy. So if you've never, and also if you've never been jealous, you wouldn't know how it feels to be secure. Because security, you just know how it feels to be secure. You work towards your security because you're not happy with the feeling of jealousy. At least for me, I have been jealous of so many people for so many nonsense reasons, and then I realized that it is coming from me. I'm not jealous of other people because I think they're better than me. I'm jealous of them because I think I am not enough. And no human is born jealous. Like, jealousy comes from insecurity, and no human is born insecure. Like, it somehow gets wired in this. Like, we live in an environment that just introduces us to this concept of comparison, and the moment we get into this concept, we make everything a classroom, and we think we have to be on top, we have to beat everyone, and that's how we think we'll win. And for me, jealousy started during my school days. I was this confident kid until I wasn't, for many reasons. And then there was this girl who was extremely smarter than me, ambitious, everything, and my parents used to compare me with her almost every day. Like, she was our daily topic. And I was fed up of her. So, I actually disliked her for a brief period of time. And she was my friend. She still is. But I just did not want to hear about her achievements or all the feathers she has in her cap. So, whenever she did well academically, I would feel sad about it. And whenever she did not do well, I felt happy. And that's when I realized my jealousy always came from these few things: A, me not being enough, me feeling insecure, or feeling threatened. Like, when I thought something is being taken away from me, that's when jealousy hit me. Be that pretty girl who did nothing wrong. She was just being pretty, and the entire time I was being petty. So that's when I realized that jealousy also comes from this fear of losing something or someone. So when you lose the center of the stage, you don't like it. When you think that you're not on the top of the list, you don't like it. Even when you're in a relationship and your person starts talking to somebody else, or like just spends a little more time with some other people, that's when jealousy pops up, because you think you're not enough and that person might leave you. I think as humans, we rarely ever feel enough. Like, we always think that we could do better, we're not the best. So I think the moral of the story is we should normalize jealousy. And okay, there are two types of jealousy: healthy and unhealthy. If you are in a healthy relationship with jealousy, you work on it, you detect the problem, you work on it, and you move on. You let the feeling pass, because that's how healthy relationships work. But if you cannot use jealousy to justify your insane behavior, and if you do, then you are in an unhealthy relationship. You are a toxic person. You are a walking, talking, running red flag. But I can also tell how to not be jealous, because I'm a pro at it. You just need one step, one tip, and that's it. You are done. Jealousy is gone. Step one, and it is the only step you need to know, that is, start accepting. The moment you start accepting that you're jealous, that's it. You are done. Trust me, it will solve all your problems, because the moment you start accepting that you're being jealous, it's when it loses power over you, and that's it. And also, that's when you realize that the other person did nothing wrong. It's you. It's something about you that's bothering you. And that's it. You're done with it. Just one step, you're done. Because acceptance is the key to all of your problems. Trust me, the moment you start accepting your life the way it is, you'll know. You will find a way out of it. I promise you that. And that's it for today, because now I'm tired and I think I've said enough. So see you next week.